Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So one thing that I liked about this, it's a new offer. So as you said, as I work through the clients on shoutouts, one thing I've
Yeah.
realized is anything new, it clicks on the market. So
Right. Right.
you
Right.
haven't tried any Facebook paid ads or shoutouts,
No.
like you haven't done marketing yet, but it's still selling. So one thing I tell to my clients who wants to try marketing is that you have an offer and it should be proven. So I figure that you have a proven offer and
Yeah.
now you are looking to push forward in that marketing a bit, which is a great thing. So a few
Yeah.
thing ticks also. I mean, you have one setter and one closer as well. Yeah, offer sounds good. I'm more than happy to like, because it's a thing which is about to take off, I feel.
Yeah, it's
And
like ground floor, and that's why I'm really transparent. Like I do this full time, take care of my students. Sometimes I do the job as a locator part time if it's easy, like a referral, but the main focus is this and teaching it. That's why with me, there's like no BS, man, total transparency. We're doing like 120, 135K is usually like the yearly gross and it's like no marketing. It's like a YouTube video every couple of weeks with a small subscriber count, but the people want to learn, so it works. And then the small Facebook group of 2,000 people, but that's it. Like there's no other marketing and it's doing so we're definitely on the ground floor and so yeah, it's proven, So yeah, we
yeah,
have 410 students. I'm saying this again since it's recording, but we have 410 students. The last 10 students were high ticket from 3,000 to 8,500. We just transitioned to high ticket. And then we're operating at the 1% refund rate. So, things proven, man, but it's the ground floor, trying to
yeah,
scale this to seven figures.
yeah.
Yeah.
It seems the best time to for shout outs also, and maybe the best time to go for paid ads as well, like Facebook ads. If the offer is
Yeah.
proven, I've seen, like, so I worked with one real estate marketing consultancy offer. They were teaching people how to get real estate agents as clients and do their marketing for them. So that offer did well. He was selling it for 6K. It was a Canadian client, and that did really well. So they spent somewhere around 50, 60K on shoutouts across 6 months and ended up making 278 just from shoutouts. They were making really good money with Facebook ads as well. So real estate works. So I have a few questions. I'll just go through it so I get an overall understanding, and then we
Yeah.
can like go over the details as well. So you were mentioning that you want to advertise this in front of business audience motivation pages, or do you want to get this in front of a real estate agent, which is more easy to convert for your offer?
Yeah, and so definitely your expertise would come in here since you have like experience with some real estate clients. I'm just kind of guessing, but I would imagine we should present this to pages with engaged real estate agents. Yeah, but I don't know how we can maybe I don't know if you separate influencer shout out campaigns or split tests. I don't really know how that works because that's, the way you set things up, but I would imagine because we're teaching real estate agents, we should probably, grab the attention of real estate agents, I would imagine. But then again, because our business model it's not so complicated really, and you can do it remote. There's also a lot of people that just want to make money online working remote,
Correct.
like salespeople. A lot of these remote closer jobs, and appointment setting jobs. Like maybe that audience can also say, "Oh, cool, this is real estate that I can do from home, and it's not even that hard, to make six figures." So, definitely real estate agents because we teach real estate agents, but on the other hand, maybe people that just like making money remote that are in like a sales position is what I would imagine. So like sales associates and then real estate agents, maybe,
Yeah,
you know.
got it. So if a person doesn't have a real estate license, they have to pay 8,500, and
Oh, no, no, no. That's just so if a lot of sometimes we learn this by signing up our students. We have some pretty good data now that we're at like 400, but some people would reach out and say, "Hey, this is awesome. I'm trying to get into real estate, but I don't know if I should pay for your course now because I don't even have my real estate license. So then they tell us, why don't I go get my real estate license over the next 3 months and come back? And we're like, no, don't do that because then we want the sale now. You know? So now we thought, why don't we just pay, if someone says that, why don't we just pay for it for them? And so we have a partnership with Aceable Agent, which is like it's a company
Yeah, I saw
that
that.
yeah, online schooling. And so they can knock it out with Aceable in like 3 or 4 weeks online, and we can get the wholesale from that. It's like 250 to give someone the course.
No,
But the perceived value is like $1,000. People know that if they're gonna go get their real estate license, they're gonna probably pay $1,000 or $1,500. So for us to say, hey, we'll cover the online coursing for you, it's only 250 for us, so it seems more valuable. So yeah, that's an offer inside of the 8.5 package, but sometimes we offer discounts. So the main reason it jumps from 4,000 to 8,000 is if they want the two booked calls with us. We do a 30-minute call and a 60-minute 90-day outline call. And then they get the laptop, a MacBook laptop, because you really need MacBook for this job. And then they get we pay for their license if they need it. But most people are licensed already that reach out to us. But if they want if we're gonna drop the 8,000 to 4,000, we're just not gonna give them the weekly live calls,
just the
and we're gonna
coaching.
it's take away the two book calls, and we're taking away the laptop. So sometimes people are like, I just want the course and a little bit of support. Like, I don't care about the laptop. I don't care about the talking to you every week live. I just want the course. And so we're like, okay, it's anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000, depending on what the closer can close, you know. So, that way, if they can't afford 8.5, we can try to close them at 4,000.
Got it. Um,
I
yeah,
hope that answered the question. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
I did.
yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah.
you are planning to do a revenue share of like 10%, right? I'm more interested in knowing how many months would you be able to run the shoutouts for? For example, uh, so you have a basic understanding of the shoutout process, right?
Yeah, because I see them a lot too, and so I have a basic understanding. I know that some pages, there might be a little fee. Some are bigger fees depending on the audience and the engagement. I understand that, and I understand that in some cases maybe we can negotiate for like a revenue share sometimes. Sometimes I've seen shout outs happen where um we do like a giveaway or something, and then the page likes that. If we do like giving away Apple AirPods or a night at a luxury Airbnb, and we tell them, hey, follow us, DM us, like this, and then you get a chance to win the wrap. So I know there's different ways to do it. You can do it with a fee, do it with a giveaway, do it with a rev share. So I understand the basics of it, but I'm sure you would know way more.
Yeah,
you know
I'll just go ahead and share some of the methods, and then we can see if it's okay for you to follow that process. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So this is your current profile, and
Yeah.
if you are running Instagram shoutouts, all the traffic and all the leads would come here. Are you okay with advertising to this profile, or do you have any other profile where your setters will be active and chatting to them?
Yeah, this would be the main profile right here. And
Yeah,
we also this profile is also uh just so you know, our content strategy right now, because I also have a virtual assistant that helps me with this. They post one reel every day, and then one post every day, and two stories every day. And usually
okay.
there's a call to action. The call to action is like DM me, rant, or go to the website. And so we do that because we're working with ManyChat,
Yeah,
the messenger bot.
yeah, yeah.
So we have Messenger, the ManyChat set up. So that's why it's like now if we're doing shout outs, and they're actually, maybe the call to action could be like, hey, DM me the word rant, follow this account, DM the word rant. I don't know, but ManyChat is set up. So if someone DMs this rant or replies to the story, then it's gonna go through like an educational flow and then lead them to our website. So it's like teaches them about apartment locating and sends them to the VSL to
Got
book
it.
a call.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a few real estate pages are there which we can use to get in front of real estate agents, and there are like a lot of business pages as well. So we have around 500 to 600 business pages that we use shoutouts for. And is this only working in United States, right? No other countries can.
Yeah, for now it's the United States only. The market is really, really popular in 7 different states. So, like very easy, very well known in 7 states. Remember, the niche we're in is very small. But technically, because even though it's only really popular in 7 states, like strongly, they can work all over the United States because they can just work in that state and then work remote from
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
So, I mean, technically, it's the whole United States. Yeah.
Understood. Just to give you an idea, so we have pages, and then we have the number of like the percentage of audience which is from a certain country as well. So how we do is we'll select pages which has high United States audience. For example, like anything over 40% US audience, then we can select those pages. And anything with the business mindset or motivation, or even real estate pages. But real estate pages, it seems we have limited number of options. For example, these pages have options like it's getting a lot of good engagement as well, but some posts are not that great as well. So we have limited options to target real estate agents. But if you're presenting this as a business to consumer offer, if anybody can jump on this and become a real estate agent and then build a business of their own, that is going to work very well, because we
Yeah.
have a lot of pages and we can select the pages like that. And usually we have all the prices as well. Since I buy for a lot of clients, we'll have better rates with the pages as well. And then that way we can negotiate as well. What
Oh,
sort of
cool, cool.
budget are you planning to spend on the first month? And I'd say you have to commit to at least 2 months of shout outs,
Yeah, for the time.
because yeah,
Yeah.
correct, it's a
Yeah.
very small commitment, to be honest, because some people know they will start running ads, but they want immediate results, but it will take time for the followers to come to your profile, understand what it is that you offer, give them at least 10-20 days of content. Like you have to turn them into hot customers. They're not initially coming into your profile to buy. We will advertise,
I
we will.
totally.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry. Sorry.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally understand. The shout outs is similar to running paid ads. You need like 2 months in order for the market to understand and take action. So I totally expected a 2 month minimum anyways. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Just want to be in the same page, because certain clients, right, they have a really uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
quick expectation, and that's not going to work. You need some patience. And the people who have like really succeeded, they have stuck with this thing, and they have also stuck with the paid ads system for a long time as well. So this is the process with which we select the pages. And for the shout outs part, we have two methods. One is we can advertise your own your own brand in front of it. For example, this was one of the method in which we advertise the real estate agent. So this was my client, Prab, and he had a real estate marketing consultancy offer. So it basically was a social media marketing agency offer for real estate agents specifically. So this is the last slide, and we ended up saying like Prab makes 100K per month by solving this one decade old problems. Follow him to learn how it works. But it will be initially connected to real estate itself, as in we connected to the big celebrity, so it gets traction. And we tell them like we connected with the real estate part, and let people scroll through their like entertain, they're having fun. And then we tell them what the regulatory real estate agents are making. And and then we make the narrative in such a way that we will help you acquire those real estate agents as your clients and do their marketing for them. And then we made a call to action like go follow Prab. to learn. So people will go to his profile and then start following him. Um and then
Yeah.
once the followers are in this page, or your setter will come across. And there are two ways. One is we can use the stories to put up stories and ask them to DMS, that is inbound leads. Or
Yeah.
for every follower that comes through, your setter should be very active and then reach out to them and start a conversation and book a meeting. So each follower is going to cost us like at least $1 or $1.5 per follower. That's the usual industry average. It's going up, but for the would you want to advertise to female audience as well, or who are your current audience? Is it like, is there female audience also, or is it most male real estate agent that comes through?
No, actually, it's funny. It's 60% female and
Okay.
40% male. I think that's just how real estate is.
Okay.
Real estate agents are just like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They say the realtor avatar is like a 55-year-old blonde white woman. That's
Uh-huh.
like the classic avatar for a realtor. So we are
Got it.
seeing that it's slightly more female than male. So I mean, it's safe to say half
Yeah.
and half even. Yeah.
Got it. Reason why I asked is because we had a female offer that we were promoting, just only for females. The only females were able to. It was a remote closing opportunity, and the good part about it was not saturated. The male audience and the male business pages, etc., they were costing somewhere around $2 per follower. But when it comes to female audience, we were only like we were getting followers for zero point 0.4 cents, for 40
Well,
cents basically.
I think this is really cool if you guys can identify women entrepreneur or business pages because in what's really like what a really cool ad creative or something we can talk about is the safety aspect in working as a locator remotely because a lot of real estate agent, women they have to show these houses with random clients and they're like alone in a house, you know what I mean? And it's a little bit weird. And so maybe we can come up with like a creative or some text that's like, hey, I've started apartment locating. I feel much safer. I can work from home over Zoom, and I don't have to show, a bunch of random clients a big house alone, as an agent. I don't know. I'm just thinking of a
Yeah,
creative.
yeah. That is a good that's a good idea to test out. For
Yeah,
sure, for sure. Yeah.
yeah. So I think that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're having female audience, I think with the cost wise also it'll be good. So this is the first one, is that we advertise your brand itself in front of the pages that we advertise on, but higher chances that it's not going to work very well. So if you put a face, so if you put celebrities face, or if you put big numbers in front of them, they might be interested and grateful because it's entertaining and news value for them. If we advertise directly, we may not get the amount of followers that we are looking to spend. So for the amount we spend to get the maximum out, we usually follow a thing called viral shoutouts. It's like we'll put out this example. I'm not saying it. This is exactly how we do it, but we'll put
Yeah.
stories like this, and people will be very hooked. This kind of post, it looks ugly, but it ended up getting somewhere around 30,000 likes on Millionaire Mender. So, and it got somewhere around 3,000 followers of a $800 shout out. So it was like a really good return. What happens is at the end we'll be like, we'll give a call to action to like read the caption, and in the caption our profile will be mentioned and they'll go follow it. So two methods are there. One is that we will directly advertise your brand. Second is that we will do viral shoutouts, and the main objective would be to get those followers into your profile. And once that, my duty would be to send you traffic, like get the followers coming to your page. We do proper advertising and build that content of marketing piece for you, and then we'll test out a few. We will find the winner. We'll scale it out. Uh, and once that follower is in your account, your it becomes your setters and closers responsibility to close them. So that's how the shout out process works. Just to be on I know you know this, but just to be on a safer side, just sharing it with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the explanation. Okay. So it's all about testing different creatives. How many different creative uh carousels or different creatives do you think we start with that like minimum?
I think I'll probably be creating three different angles, and then maybe for the real estate part, maybe one or two is enough, and then we'll try test out the viral posts as well, just to see if the followers are coming through.
Right. Okay. So your call to action is more like, hey, follow him for this, follow him. That's
Yeah,
kind of the strategy. It's
correct.
not like send him a DM. That's too strong of an ask, right?
No, we will ask like follow at your username, and then we'll be like send a message to get this out of it. So we'll be like we are giving out a free master class, or some sort of value to them.
Yeah, I have a lead magnet already. It's really good. So a lead magnet, it's like a book called The Locator Career Switch Kit. So I'm sure that'll work fine. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
lead
yeah,
magnet. You just tell them it's, hey, if you want to learn more about this business for free, you get the book, the Career Switch Kit.
yeah.
And so, yeah, yeah,
Awesome, brother.
that could work.
What revenue were you able to do when you started selling the high ticket last month? Just so I have an idea of what to expect. Um,
I think we closed like four. It was like just under 20K, something like that,
nice.
with a few. Yeah, it's small, man. It's small, and it's not super consistent since this quarter we just started uh with this stuff. So, um we basically have like no marketing, dude. It's like YouTube and Facebook. So I'm
Yeah,
sure that numbers will change once we have a real influencer shout out marketing system active and then stepping into paid ads as well. So, yeah. So I guess what I would ask is, okay, we're gonna run three different creative types to test them first. We're gonna test a few pages, and then how many pages would we test the first 2 months? Like just a couple, a
yeah.
few, or
Uh,
and
so
also,
yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
sorry, so yeah, I would wonder how many that probably depends on budget as well, right? We can't test a lot if we don't have a lot of budget. So at this point, man, I would like to ask what you think sort of a minimum realistic for us to start with, like what that number could be as far as fees. Just so I can think about that and decide when is the best day to start. I know there has to be like a minimum number, okay? Because so I understand that. But in your experience, what would be like an acceptable minimum when you're like, hey, you basically have to invest like this month, this much a month, or not, there's not enough data like to even learn anything. Is there sort of, because I know the pages offer different kind of fees.
Correct.
So it's like maybe because we're such at the ground floor, maybe we select a few influencer pages that might be a little less expensive for the fees just to get some kind of return. Because it's like, even if we can close just a few high ticket sales from the more affordable pages together, maybe month one, we spend a little less, but as soon as we close more, I'm like, hey man, let's double the budget next month. And we do some more pages, close a few more and say, all right, let's double the budget. Let's double the budget. We just keep doubling together. Because of course, if the budget's coming in and profits coming out, why would we not spend more? But the
Absolutely,
question
bro.
is, starting off in the ground floor, can we do something to lower the budget to where we're like, hey, let's try these pages, they're kind of affordable, and let's test this like in low cost, low fees for the first month. Is there a minimum to that before we start doubling budget?
Yeah, yeah. So the maximum a client has spent with me is like around 15K per month,
Uh-huh.
and they started the first month with me for like around 4,500 dollars on shoutouts.
Mhm.
What it does is it is going to give them enough volume of leads they can go after. If you end up spending like let's say $1,000 or $2,000, the volume of leads would be good only, but you won't have a proper one. So a good amount would be anywhere between 3 to 5K to start with the first month, and
Right.
then you can see the what kind of how many meetings are getting booked, what's the quality of leads that are coming through, and then once you analyze it. But 3K, I think one thing I say to people is that you spend anywhere whatever profit you're making from a one sale, you spend that in the first month, because in that case, to break even, you only need one sale. So
Right.
if you
Yeah.
end up spending, like if you get a like 2 to 3 clients, which is a great thing, you are, and a good return on shout out should be like somewhere around like anywhere from 3 to 7x returns is good. Anywhere above is
Wow.
like great. So the last real estate client, he would had a 7x return, but he was spending major. So he was already proven with the Facebook ad. So if you're presenting this like a opportunity, like business opportunity thing, it is going to sell really well. I find that potential also.
Yeah, it's definitely a business opportunity for B2C. So, um, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. That answers my questions. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, at that point, I think I understand the plan. It's about three different creatives to start, and we can, my team and I can make some creatives as well for you to review.
Yeah, and
Uh,
if you can do some reels as well, if you have already have, we can just push that as well. If to present what the offer is about to the audience, or in stories. Yeah,
yeah, I can put a folder together with like the best reels that I think that we have. We do a reel every day.
awesome.
Um, yeah, so I can do that. How many reels do you think you would need to start for the 2 months?
Just an introductory reel we can pin to your profile, and then like after seeing the reel, I can tell you more about if it's going to work, because some reels are not going to work in shoutouts. Shoutout reels require to be like viral, popping, etc. So certain times the carousels would do well. So looking at the
Yeah,
content, I can give you inputs on that.
got it. And do you do like it's like carousel, like explaining, and then a picture of me, something
Yeah,
like that?
and it'll be like value upfront, and then a follow call to action in the end that is going to get people across to your profile.
Got it. Okay. And are you guys taking on the role of create, especially when we scale in like double budget in the future and we need more creatives? Are you guys going to handle creative making as well? Just because
Yeah,
okay, because we don't have time for that, you know. And we can do a few if you
yeah,
need some, but you know, at scale, it's like
yeah,
we have so much stuff going on, you know.
yeah, definitely. We take care of like A to Z from content creation. We schedule the pages, we track the pages, we decide where to allocate the budget as well. So it's all our hands off until you get that lead and the follower to your profile. We take care of everything.
Got it. Got it. Cool. Yeah, I think the call to action would be good to follow and then to send a DM in case they want a lead magnet.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Brother,
Okay.
this is like a free call. I'll send you a new link if in case this thing cuts off. Is that cool?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No worries. No worries.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
if we were to work together, we'd get on an agreement, correct?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah. Bro. What do you think? Is it like what do you think? When would be the best time to get started with shoutouts for your business?
Shoot. Let me see. Right now, I just onboarded a new closer as well a few days ago. Yesterday, we did a long 2 hour warm up call. So I'm